When I was little, I was always wanting to build tree houses, and here I am with engineering.
I usually just tell people that I make maps for a living, but I do also tell them how much I love my job.
I think every day we try and help people as much as we can.
Because I feel like I get to do something special every day.
I often tell folks I love my job so much. I get here early and I stay late and I don't think twice about it.
Every day is something new and exciting. It never gets old.
To me, I didn't want to go into a career in which I would go every day and do the same thing over and over again.
If you can make a difference, then make it. And so I am.
I'm Erin Rinkemeyer, and I am currently the engineering intern with Jackson County Public Works Department. This summer, I am out inspecting on the Lee Summit Road job site, so it's vitally important that we are checking the contractors to make sure that everything gets done correctly. Well, personally, what appeals to me is I just love being outside all the time. I hate staying inside doing a desk job, so this is what's great for me because we're always outside, and I tell them that it's something new every day. There's new problems every day, and you just don't know what's coming.
My name is Aaron Baumgarten. I'm a GIS business project developer for Johnson County AIMS, which is the automated information mapping system for the county. And the GIS is Geographic Information Systems. We essentially make maps. I'd always enjoyed working with computers and looking at maps and things like that, so finding something that blended the two things, I was instantly hooked and knew I'd found something that I would enjoy. But there's also a certain amount of pride I take in what I do, and there's a certain amount of fulfillment that I get from what I do. And I've worked in the private sector too, and you just don't get that same sense of fulfillment there. So.
Jasmine Holmes, I'm an AmeriCorps Vista with Healthy Communities Wyandotte, Mayor Holland's office with Unified Government, Wyandotte County, Kansas City, Kansas. Well, right now I have two ongoing projects. The first one is the Livable Neighborhoods Outreach Program and Mayor Holland's Listening Tour, and they both involve community engagement. And I also handle constituent concerns and any mini projects that might come up. When I first saw the posting, it was like, oh, the mayor's office. So it's like, you know, it's kind of the top, starting at the top instead of from the bottom. And so I thought that I'd be able to see a lot and interact with a lot of people in different departments. A lot of people don't know like exactly what the government can do for them in like the different departments, so I have that background and knowledge.
I'm Eric Roche. I work for the City of Kansas City, Missouri, where I'm a performance analyst. I cover open data as well as departments' performance data. So what we're really looking at is how are departments taking what they hear from citizens and the city council and putting that into action, and are they achieving what they set out to achieve? And if not, how can we help them? When I started public service, I wasn't quite sure if I was going to enjoy it or not. You know, there's a reputation out there about public servants, but the people I was surrounded with, both in Olathe and here in Kansas City, have just been so wonderful to work with and so enthusiastic about their jobs. And when I saw the jobs my friends were working fresh out of college in the private sector or even in nonprofits, they weren't having the same experience that I was having. And as soon as you start working in public service and you start to have these rewards of working with the public, and you understand your job's about a lot more than the take-home pay. It's about doing something for your neighbor and your community. That really has caught me, and I know I'm going to stay in public service because of that.
My name is Quintin Savaie. I'm Special Assistant for Public Policy to Mayor Sly James. I'm responsible for policy in three major areas: energy efficiency, transportation, and public health. I'm responsible for researching what other cities have done in those areas and reporting back to Mayor James so that he can make an informed decision. The coolest thing about my job is I get to see a whole other side of the city and get to appreciate the city in a whole new way than I used to. I get to see how things come to be. I get to see what developments are on the horizon, and I can reflect on when I was a kid, this was there, but now it is the downtown hotel, or now it is the Sprint Center. And that's really, really exciting to see how the city is growing and becoming more of a cosmopolitan city, a city that people talk about. And when they talk about a Chicago and a Dallas, they also have Kansas City in that same sentence, and that's really exciting.
My name's Abby Gersh. I'm a project manager in the facilities department for Johnson County. I handle all the furniture and finishes for all the county-owned facilities. From new carpet to office furniture to selecting paint for the walls. Our environments have a direct impact on our emotions. I could have the best of both worlds, working within interior design, but also serving the public at the same time. Nobody enjoys standing in line at the DMV, but if we could throw some color on the walls, some fun, comfortable furniture, that might make it a little less painful.
My name is Blair Parker. I work for the Jackson County Medical Examiner's Office, and I am a medical legal death investigator. Each day it's something different. You have no idea what you're going to get a call on, whether it's a homicide, you have suicides, obviously you have natural deaths, but you have to figure out what's going on. This person doesn't have any medical history. What are we going to do? And that's what's the fun part about going to the back and working with the forensic technicians back there, is watching them during the autopsy and some of the signs that they might see externally of someone that might have natural disease that we weren't able to see, or during the actual examination when they're doing the autopsy, some of the things that they find, whether it's in their heart or lungs and things like that. I've had multiple letters saying, thank you so much for what you've done. I really appreciate it, because you're going out there every day and you're trying to figure out exactly what happened to your loved one. A lot of times we go out there and somebody doesn't have medical history. They've never gone to a doctor, which I'm very surprised about. And that, so you're having to figure out exactly what happened to their loved one to help them have some closure. And so I think that you have to have more than just that, mindset of going out there and just doing your job and that's it. You have to go kind of beyond that. And I think that's what's enjoyable about working here.
Rachel Botello. I am the mayor's executive assistant, and I work for Unified Government of Wyandotte County, Kansas City, Kansas. I've worked customer service for more than 8 years, so it's something that I really like, and I enjoy it because it involves my community, so I can actually guide them to the resources where they can actually find the answers they need. I like working with my community, and Wyandotte County is where I live, so not only can I relate as a community member, I'm also a constituent and a taxpayer of this county.